What's up, Five fans? Thank you once again for coming through. As always, much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, let's talk about the press conference for the rematch between Tony Bellew and David Haye that takes place. I think it's May the 5th. It is May the 5th, isn't it? I think that's the same day as Canelo versus GGG, the rematch. So an interesting rematches. I love those ones because what I do, I watch the English card, go out, raving, come back, 5 a.m., American cards on. So a good night of boxing for me. Let's just be honest. Press conference was flat, wasn't it? It was flat. Look, I didn't expect fireworks like the first one. Absolutely not. That was tremendous viewing. I didn't expect that. I mean, look, David Haye, I think, got fined. I think Tony Bellew got warned or fined as well. So it was never going to live up to that again. But I didn't expect it to be as flat as it was this time. Understand what these press conferences are there for. They're not just here to announce the fight. We already know about that. They're here to get people excited. They're here to get people that are kind of on the fence and maybe not that interested. I had a friend with me. We was both watching it via the YouTube live stream that Matchroom put on. And he is a casual boxing fan at best. And he wasn't uber excited, which means a lot. Look, Adam Smith and the rest of the bigwigs at Sky Boxing and Eddie Hearn at Matchroom, they need the casual fans to tune into this one. They've already got people like myself and you guys listening. We're going to watch the fight, let's be honest. But it's not us. They know those numbers already. To get to that magical million or 500,000 number, they need a number of casual fans to be interested. And unfortunately, when we see a boring press conference, no one's excited about it. It wasn't trending on Twitter. The first one that kicked off in Liverpool, my God. I mean, I had people that are not boxing fans ask me about it, and that's what they want. We know Eddie Hearn wants that because he's openly admitted it on, I think, 2 or 3 IFL TV interviews that he asked Derek Chisora to kind of stir the pot a bit when he was in the press conference with Dylan White. 20 minutes later, Derek Chisora threw a table. I'm not trying to say that was pre-planned, but he definitely stoked the fire to do it. Here it was strange. I mean, David Haye was almost zen-like. Didn't really want to say anything. Didn't want to cause trouble. And if he doesn't do that, it's difficult for Tony Bellew to bite. I mean, Tony Bellew was trying to get under David Haye's skin and almost trying to bring out the side of David Haye that we saw at Liverpool. But David Haye just wasn't biting. He was very, if you like, I think he was trying to antagonize Tony Bellew a bit, where he said, look, you won the last fight. You humbled me. You punched me in the face so many times, so my corner stopped the fight. Didn't really want to talk about the injury. Almost giving Tony Bellew props. But it wasn't really. He was almost taking the piss. I felt that anyway. And I think that was upsetting Tony Bellew a little bit, saying he's still not humbled. I'm going to humble you. It was all too nice for me. It was all too nice. And it reminded me, or at least David Haye reminded me of Carl Froch. I remember the first Carl Froch-George Groves fight when George Groves was antagonising Carl Froch. Carl Froch bit. They two started going back and forth. And then in the fight, it's fair to say that Carl Froch got humbled. Yes, Froch went on to win the fight, but let's be honest, it was a really bad performance, and it was still, to this day, controversial. In the rematch, though, Carl Froch almost went zen-like. In all the press conference, all the media, he was just very focused. And it reminded me of David Haye. And George Groves reminded me of Tony Bellew, where he's trying to get under the skin and he can't find anything. And that's kind of what I got from it. It's going to be an interesting fight. One thing is, Haye does look focused. I know we've seen that before, but I think Haye does look focused. He knows this is the last opportunity. And if he wins, and it's a big if, then there are big fights out there for him. There are. There's Tyson Fury, there's Deontay Wilder, there's Anthony Joshua. There's loads of big money fights because David Haye is a draw. If Tony Bellew uses, I don't think it's the end of the road for Bellew. I really don't. I think he can still go down to cruiserweight and fight Usyk, or the winner of that fight, Usyk and Gassiev. So there's options there. But if David Haye loses, that's it. So I think his back's to the wall, and I think anytime a guy's back's to the wall, then that should kind of bring out the best in him, I think, especially if you're a fighter. If he can go in the ring 80 to 90% fit, not even 100, because 100 is not possible with David Haye anymore, 80 to 90% fit, he should get the job done. Let's be honest, he should get it done. I mean, I like Tony Bellew, he talks well, but we're not talking about an elite boxer here, we're not. David Haye might not be an elite boxer anymore, but at least he was. I never actually thought Tony Bellew was. That's the difference. So it'd be interesting. What did you guys make of the press conference? Let me know. Leave your thoughts below. Peace.